Hello, we have aisi versus Ball. Both players are going by a pseudonym. Classic. Bottom left, aisi. I mean, what the fuck? I had one job. Bottom left is Ball. Top middle, aisi. Top is Atreides versus bottom heart. Let's see how this goes. They had a 1v1 a couple of days ago. It did end up in aisi's favor. However, it was a grueling task to take Ball down. He definitely put up a strong fight. Let's see some build orders. Looks like aisi is a little bit ahead for spending money. Don't know if that's just the repairing or if he's actually a little faster on the build order. Heavy. Yep, he's like 1 second faster. Let's see if that can snowball. To be honest, I don't think I was ever good at this game after y'all started to do that starport, or sorry, repair pad building MCVs. Before that, I was pretty good, but since then, I think a lot of players are better than me. I haven't gotten that build order down yet, which is actually pretty funny. Such a simple thing, a mundane thing that I could practice. I just haven't. Yo, ref top left here, high key, best buy. Closest to the spice, and it's out of the way. We got a lazy guy on the job. See if there's a lazy guy up here. Oh, no, everyone's working. Honestly, cracks that whip, so you know it's hard to be working OT and not even playing OT. Yeah, Aussie's a little ahead for the build order. Nothing too serious though. I wouldn't even call it an advantage. But he spends a little more money, and he's gathered a little more as well. Oh, is he gonna hit zero? Double digits. Pretty close. Both of them. Oh, he hit zero. No lazy Harv though. I thought he did the build order perfectly. I mean, I thought this was it. Is there still a risk? I wonder. He's still ahead for money harvested, and I can't do math on that. Let's see. 8.5 minutes on the clock. We have a racks for bottom and top. Light for top, light for bottom. Okay. An aggressive Atreides player in a 1v1 is a daunting task to fight into. They almost always have uh, map control advantage. And he's bringing the units out as soon as they're produced, bro. Look at this. Units are not standing around. It's cracking whips on them, yo. The Atreides units are not going to be fucking up. I kind of wish I had an 8 p.m. counter because his is probably very high right now. Alright. First dev on the floor. First Sonic on the floor. They're pretty equal. Heavy vehicles owned is in favor of Ball, actually. Must have been a start port. Oof. Okay, let's see. This is a good defensive setup for the Atreides. A nice long wall that you can pull units back with. And you can easily surround. Okay, got him out of position there. Moved up a little. How'd that exchange go? It was a small one in favor of aisi, but he did kill a lot of the troopers, so it may be inflated. Now the rotation shall begin. The Grenadier. Yeah, very challenging to fight into a big group of Atreides units that are moving around a lot. Tend to have the troopers and sonic tanks in the back, and you usually do catch the back of the group. And it's never a good time if they're paying attention. You're fighting into sonics and troopers with your fast units first, typically trikes and tanks and missiles. You just don't do well with that. Okay, Ball actually had a very good move there. He kind of pushed up, got the Atreides' attention, and then pulled back. So he's fighting in a favorable spot here. This is good for Hark. Nice and open, not into a choke like it was earlier. But Atreides does have a big spread, and we know how slow Hark units are. Okay, big advantage for Top so far. He did trade effectively there. He does have a sneak on the right. How many units do we have? Oh, we have another group. Okay. For starport deliveries, it's equal. For heavy vehicles owned, it's equal. It must have been the trades have been just in favor of the Atreides. That way he has his big group of units here with tanks and missiles in it, ripping around his main base area. Okay, the defensive play that was inevitable is now in action here. What is Ball going to do? His expansion is probably going to die or get squeezed out from Mars. The Hards are going to probably die. It is hard for him to push this with what he has. He has a whole bunch of slow units. So he has to have a pretty good positional advantage for him to get a good trade here. Granted, he does have Hards in this area, so he could definitely use them. Pretty good trade here. That was a pretty good trade. Heavy vehicles being hit by missiles is always a good time. This would be a pretty tricky fight to go into. Like, if the Atreides just moves back, then you're going to be the one in the choke, not him. Looks like he's not moving back yet, so far it's pretty decent. Good high ground siege, good reading of it. Okay, he's microing his siege. As Arma likes to say, micro your siege. Yes, Harvester. These troopers are getting a lot of value. I wonder if it was worth to just destroy that beforehand. That was a good positional play. However, the reinforcements were way too close. If we had cleared out the production, I think Asi would have held here totally fine if he just moved back and stuff, and the abuse would have been ongoing. But it looks like he did win. The ball did win that fight. Ball, I think, has completely reset the armies. He has accrued some devs in siege, great. But the fact that it's all slow units, can't be moving too far away from base with this. It is a tether. And being out here, you can easily get surrounded. So it's tricky to play as Hark on defensive mode against the tradies that knows what they're doing because you're going to be picked apart. There's weaknesses everywhere. Yeah, just like that. You start the fight with a couple of quads and stuff, and then once the devs stop and turn around, you pull them back. Your missiles and troopers are there. However, we're not moving back, we're moving forward actually. In these exchanges, you almost immediately lose value as the Atreides once the devs are shooting at you. So you really gotta ask yourself when you hear that Devastator shot, that whole plasma, I don't know what to describe it as. When you hear them shooting, you gotta think, am I in the right position? Of course, there's exceptions to every rule. Ball has gotten on his feet. Expo is alive and well. He has a group of units. It's going to be difficult to push into this with all the terrain here, but don't let that stop Ball. He has a harvester and a dream. Here is a pretty bad approach. You're fighting into a concave. Considering you have the Atreides playing defensively, you have the liberty of taking space. But I wouldn't take space right into his army, into the middle land mass here. I think spreading your units out a little more on the right side and keeping a little here too is valuable. With an army like this, it's hard to split that because they're both slow. If there was a little bit of quads in each for a faster response to, if he jumps on you with missiles and stuff, then you could definitely split that. Production wise, Aussie has taken the lead with heavy vehicles, light vehicles, and buildings respectively. Ball does have a couple more infantry owned. Yeah, this is a good positional play from Atreides, I would definitely say. The two split groups makes it very hard for the devs to fight. Uh, I still think the devs need to fight here. I would say just attacking one group at a time, though. Like, you would have to push up top here first. Okay, he's pulling some harves for the cause. Good positional play though from the Atreides. It's not easy to walk in, and the devs, as you can see, have he decided to move on to the sand trap. I don't know what that's called. Call it a sand trap. and strategic disadvantage there just because of the move speed. He is being very annoying with his quads though, so that does offer some kind of retribution, but this is one of the issues with only devs, is that you can easily be outmaneuvered. And with a good player, you will be outmaneuvered and you'll lose value the longer that they stay in range. So this is a tough spot for Ball. I must say so myself. In a situation like this, the devs are providing zero value, right? However, even if they move left or right, the value will be obtained by the Atreides another way. I feel like, and I haven't seen this done well yet, or I haven't recorded a game where this was done well yet. Harkonnen with two groups of devs, no matter how small, but two groups, two moving parts, does have a better chance against this Atreides strat than one bigger group. As you can see here, you sacrifice the arm to kind of like to have a really favorable trade here. Any Atreides would take that. And the devs again are stuck between two groups of units, not sure which way to go. He probably lost 10 harves there. Maybe, I mean, probably just 5, but could have been 10. I didn't watch the whole time. And we have another fast group here to get more value. Okay, he did close the distance. His quads are still quadding. Look at that. I do fear though, he's losing harves and using them for pushes at the same time. Oh, good surround. He got the reinforcements in. Yeah, this is a tough spot for the devs. I think it's just best to not move at all. It's already too late, got surrounded. Alright. So Ball's bank is only at 23k, and it is, I think, still going down. The tragedy. Dev's being caught out by troopers. Oh man, my boy's bleeding. Yo, this trooper though? Oh damn, he died. That guy fought valiantly to the last rocket. So pay attention to this, boys. So Aussie with his new group does pull the Hark's attention. Considering Hark has a tendency here to have one group of units, he pulls his attention to the right side, and what does he do with his fast group? Go on the left and hunt some harps. Likewise, if he had a big group on the left side, he would have a fast group on the right to hunt some harps. He's exploiting the weakness of the one big group of devs. And the weakness is very, very exploitable. So exploitable that he has 2 harves left in his main base. Okay, He does close the distance, but he's going to end up fighting into the Atreides base, which is never a good exchange. Almost never. Okay, one Harv and two Harv. I don't know if that's top or bottom, but two Harvs left there. Now the defensive play is here because this is where the majority of his Harvs are left. He only has 7k left in the bank, and most of his Harvs are not actually harvesting or depositing. He's definitely accrued a huge advantage in army value, and positionally in a very good spot. He has a lot of open space behind him to retreat to if he needs. Yeah, looks like this is going to be it. Positionally, there's nothing left for him to do on the left side. All the harvesters are dead. There's nothing else for him there. Pushing the right side is the only thing that makes sense left to do. GG.